Chatham Glenwood Titans football on 970 WMAY, the news and talk of Springfield.
This is the Glenwood Titans 2-minute drill this Friday. The Glenwood Titans have their first home game of the season, taking on the Charleston Trojans. But before we look at that game, let's take a look back at last week as the Titans traveled to Jacksonville to take on the Crimsons. It was a hard-fought 21-7 victory for the Glenwood Titans. Josh Talley kind of led the way on the ground. He had over 100 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Jacksonville had minus 11 yards rushing. Once again, the Titans' defense was staunch all game long. Big plays made by Rocky Morris, and on the initial drive of the game, Jacksonville had the ball all the way down to the Glenwood Titan 10-yard line when Aaron Williams came up with another turnover. It just seems this Glenwood Titans defense makes the plays when they need to be made, and they've kind of carried the day so far for this Glenwood Titans team. We're now 2-0 on the year going into the game this Friday night at home against Charleston. Charleston comes into the game 1-1. Last year, Charleston had a lot of skill guys. A lot of those guys graduated or transferred out. So it's a totally different team this year from the Charleston Trojans. In fact, last week they had a running back carry the ball 41 times for 268 yards. So kind of a workhorse there. We talked to Coach Rourke. He said they like to run a little bit of option. So we're going to go to the big board to show you how to defend the option. Now, when you defend the option, obviously, they fake to the fullback or they'll give to the fullback, but you want to make sure your defensive line takes care of him. Now is where it gets dicey. You have to stay in your assignments. As you'll see right here on the big board, when the quarterback comes outside, he's got a pitch man. A lot of people's reaction is to go right towards the football. If you do that and commit too early, he's got an easy pitch to his running back who can get to the edge. So you have to stay in your lanes and with your assignments. The linebacker on the quarterback, the free safety on the running back. That is how you successfully stop the option. That'll be the question. Can the Titans do that? We'll find out Friday night at Glenwood High School. We'll have the pregame at 6:30, the kickoff at 7 on 970 WMAY, the news and talk of Springfield.
Chatham Glenwood Titans football on 970 WMAY, the news and talk of Springfield.